Welcome to School from Home. In our first video today, we'll be getting guidance about the first language, English. To guide us in this very subject, we have Mrs. Sobha Shirsagar here today. She has been working in the education field for more than 40 years. In all these years, she has been working at the SSC board on various levels. And she has a perfect idea of what the board expects from the students and how students must be prepared to give the SSC exams. In this series, you will be having lectures of various subjects, and today, without further ado, now I would like to request ma'am to please start her guidance lecture.
Hello my dear friends. Today I am going to talk about English, the first language. At the very outset, I would like to thank Team Lifelines because they have taken an initiative to take up the study of all the subjects for 10th standard students, and it is a nice, very good initiative taken by the youngsters which will help everybody else to study and proper methods of study. Let me begin with the subject. There is a race that everybody is running. It is imperative in a race that you run a race, you don't fall down, and also you meet with an obstacle without fearing it. So you reach the goal, and if you reach it properly, you may not stand first, but it is a good thing that you have participated in the race. We are studying English. We know that we do not know that we may score the very good marks, but even then we are trying our level best to score. I know English is not a very scoring subject like Sanskrit, German, maths and science, but we cannot neglect it because it is not scoring. There is a casual approach to English because of the pattern of the paper. Because it is based on activity, people think that it is a very easy paper, and comprehension passages are given. So they think you read the passage, you answer the questions which are given there. But why don't they score good marks then? Because they think that if they write in the words of the author or the words of the poet, they will be able to write the paper properly. But what is expected is you are supposed to write the answers in your own language, which is conveniently forgotten by the students. Hence, this lecture basically emphasizes on what is expected by the board examiners from the students, how to write the paper and how to make it more scoring. As a teacher of English, I would like to emphasize the fact that the answers for the questions to be written in the examination are to be in the language of the students. So the vocabulary has to be rich. The students have to write in their own language, and prior to anything else, preparation is very much necessary. So what is required in a preparation? The preparation requires you to read the lessons very, very thoroughly. As it is stated earlier, the race of running, you must acquaint yourself with the first stage, that you must do all that you can run fast without running, without falling down, and the time is short and the competitor will frustrate you from reaching your goal. So you should be aware of that, and hence the stages which are involved in the study of English are: you must read with patience. You must try to understand, that is comprehend, all that you read and try to understand it for yourself, to write it in your own language. And above all, the subject will help you to gain enough confidence. Therefore, you must remember that every step of the study, read the lessons very carefully, thoroughly. Understand the meaning of every word. Learn the vocabulary which is given at the end of the lessons. Try to do your best to express in your own words in simple words. Always maintain enthusiasm for success. Be positive. Develop your skills to master all that is for reading, understanding, expressing, and writing. Your hard and disciplined efforts will bring you multiple rewards. Never accept any grades. Always aim at the higher score. Sky is the limit for the one who commit themselves for hard work and consistent efforts. For a proper study of languages, it is necessary that you all plan for your study. There are 4 units in the entire textbook. For this year, among the 4 units, 2 poems have been cancelled and 3 lessons have been cancelled. Let me mention the names, please. The lesson is On Wings of Courage is cancelled this year, only for this year, please remember that. And then Science and Spirituality is cancelled. Last lesson, The Gift of Maggie, has been cancelled. 2 poems, that is A Thing of Beauty is a Joy Forever and The Will to Win. These 2 poems have been cancelled. Please remember that, and thus with whatever lessons are being prescribed for the examination, we have to plan how to study, and remember, along with the glossary, along with the meanings of the words, with all the activities given in the textbook, if you study consistently, really you will be able to reach the goal that you have decided. Only planning is not sufficient. You have to work out those plans. Please remember, of course, study every day. Plan your timetable and do not study only those subjects which you like most. Generally, it happens that because the students like science and maths, they keep on studying that and neglect English. Do not do that. Everyday touch with the subject will really help you to score better marks. How to solve the activity sheet also is necessary to be thought over here. The reason is the entire paper is based on activities. What do the students do? They try to write one-word answers, which is not expected at all. Similarly, the web designs have been given. The qualities of Mary Kom. Okay, Mary Kom, you have to write the 4 qualities that are there. It is mentioned in the passage which is given to you in the question paper. Students understand that. Students find out those qualities and write them. But they do not draw the web design. And hence, they are not likely to score full marks. It is necessary that they have to draw the web design. Also, if you want to score full marks, when the true and false question answers are given, they write the statement and then they write true. Or they write the statement and then they mention whether it is false. They score marks. Otherwise, marks are not allotted to such questions where some of them are lazy to write the statement and write only A, true, B, false, C, true, D, false is not a method that is expected to be written in an examination. We all know that 3 hours are given to us, and these 3 hours we are using it entirely to write down and not to think about the questions. You should be so well prepared that there is no time to think in the examination hall. You have to just start writing and write it so well, methodically, systematically and meticulously that the examiner should be pleased by your writing. For that, good preparation is the only way to score. In 3 hours time, you should be able to write 7 questions. Okay, some of the questions are divided into A and B. Okay, only first question is based on grammar. It carries 10 marks and sufficient time is given to you for writing those 10 sentences. There you have to think properly and write, because once you write, pen it out, then you cannot change it unnecessarily. That shows that you are not well prepared. Time is limited, and in the given time, the student will complete the entire paper satisfactorily. So, how to follow the instructions which are given here? Avoid one word answers. For activities in the paper, if you write yes or no, that is not allowed. For writing true and false, write the statement first. For web designs, be neat, systematic and methodical. Be clear in your handwriting. It should be bold and clear. And as far as possible, try to write maximum 5 or 6 words on one line. And do not be in a hurry to complete the paper. Go through the answer sheet. Check you have left any answers without writing, or whether you have written question numbers properly. For question number 1, language study, you need not write the original sentences. You can write only the answers for the questions which are asked. Supposing they have asked you the collocations, right? Collocation at the top. Below that you can write brave boy, good student, nice dish. So like that you can mention it. Supposing that you are writing adjective forms, please write at the top adjective forms. Below that you can write the words. If they have asked you antonyms, please write antonyms at the top. Write the word below, write the cross and then write the word. I remember one of the examiners did not allot the marks to the answer though it was correct, because the examiner was under the belief that if the cross mark is not given, he doesn't know how to write the antonym. So please do not give any chance to the examiner to delete your marks, to reduce your marks. Now, precautions to be taken while studying. Don't be in a hurry to finish off reading the entire book in one day. You may think you are very clever, but understanding the lessons is very important. And as per the expectations of the examiner, you are supposed to write the answers systematically. Now, make up your mind and set up for your accomplishment. Do not let any advice fall on the deaf ears. You must make consistent and conscious efforts in the right direction. You may make efforts, but all efforts may not be in the right direction, so please be careful about it. Regular study, sincere efforts will definitely help you for a bright future. Do not neglect to study English language or any other language just because it is easy. Okay? Do full justice to matter as well as the method. The method of writing is equally important as the matter is. You must plan your work properly and practice writing the papers of the previous years. This will help to build confidence within you. Practice will always make you perfect. When you will write sufficient number of papers, you will be confident of writing the paper and it will make a solid difference in the score. The systematically written, neat and beautiful paper will impress the mind of the examiner, whereas an untidy paper will not attract his attention. Please remember, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. So, give equal importance to matter, method, both the things, and it should be presented so well that the examiner should be pleased with your presentation. Thus, the story of success is filled with positive efforts, dedication, devotion, determination, and will to win will lead you to the pinnacle of glory. Writing skills are seen here. The last unit that is in the paper is about the writing skills. There, letter writing, report writing, story writing, information transfer, and views and counter views, this type of questions are asked. For that, there is a book for you which is written by me. It's very useful for you. I have included all writing skills in this. Writing of letters, formal and informal. Then report writing, views and counter views. And please note, views and counter views, you have to write the topic which is given to you. Supposing a topic is given to you, that helmet should be made compulsory while driving two-wheeler. You must understand that's a view given to you. You are supposed to write if they ask you to write the counter view, remember you have to write your own title. Even for report writing, many a times children write wonderful report. They write it so well, but they forget to write the title. Without the title, report has no meaning. Even while story writing, it so happens that in a hurry, students write the story so beautifully, they narrate it nicely, but they forget to write the title for the story. And without a title, the story has no meaning. So thus, you should be very careful when you are writing the writing skills, and this book will definitely help you to score. It is like a guide for you. It is written with experience, because I realized when I was an examiner and moderator in the board, SSC board, I realized that our students fall short in writing the writing skills. They are very good at the study of lessons or even poem, but while writing the report writing, story writing, information transfer, they don't realize what they are writing. They go on writing what comes to their mind. So the length is misunderstood. Sometimes whatever they know, they write very lengthy answers, and if they are not aware of the length, they may not be able to complete the paper in time. Every good student will have more or less same matter in the answer sheet. So the examiner will be tired reading the similar type of answers. So what will make a big difference is naturally the presentation of the paper. So let me again reiterate the importance of method and matter. Presentation of the answer paper will make a big difference. To give you an exact idea, may I cite an example of your favorite dish offered to you in a posh A-grade hotel, a restaurant, when the same is offered to you on a roadside ordinary hotel. The taste may be similar, but the presentation will entirely be better in a posh hotel. In the same manner, answers written by most of the students are almost identical, but a well-written paper with clear and bold handwriting will certainly impress the examiner. Try to understand the idioms and the phrases which you have used in the paper. If you underline them with a pencil, it will attract the attention of the examiner. So when you think of success, you will get success. So think positively and reach your target. It is commonly observed that in this age where various channels of entertainment and mass media are open to the students, reading has become very negligible and come down to a base level. This lack of reading or a negligence to the reading has affected the expression power. Expression has become poor and students find shortcuts to write the answer. So please remember not to write any short forms or any SMS language in the answer paper. Even the learned and educated people sometimes are hard or weak in their power of expression and communication. This lack of language development adversely affects the progress. Students need to make a conscious effort and purposeful effort to develop this aspect. They will experience that in future, those who are good at languages will be successful in life. So please remember this and study English very devotedly. The idioms and phrases which are given at the end of every lesson must be studied carefully. The grammar exercises which follow these lessons cannot be overlooked. Every activity, match the following, fill in the blanks, web designs must be thoroughly practiced. Only then the study of English lessons comes to a perfection. This will enable you to solve the comprehension questions in the paper very satisfactorily. Many of the students ask a question about personal response. They always have a doubt regarding the length of the answer. Madam, how long should be the personal response? Yes, remember it carries 2 marks. Naturally, for 2 marks, you need not write more than 5 or 6 sentences. I mean sentences, not the lines. Lines can be 7 or 8. When a question is asked, please try to understand and answer it in your own words. Do not copy down from the comprehension passage as it is. You have in all 6 poems this year to study. The very first poem by Rabindranath Tagore, Where the Mind is Without Fear. From that, the questions are given below the poem. You have to answer them, you have to write them for practice in your notebook, no doubt. But supposing, based on all the 3 questions in the textbook, they ask you one single question, that is personal response question. The question was asked earlier, what qualities does the poet wish to inculcate in his country people? The model answer is, the poet has supplicated to God to bless his countrymen with several qualities which will help them to lead a happy and free social life. The poet wishes his countrymen to follow the path of truth and acquire an optimistic scientific mindset. People should be united and should practice brotherhood. Discrimination on various matters should be eradicated. Education should be free and an integral part of everyone's life. There should be freedom, unity, and happiness all over. The answer ends here. This is in about 7 to 8 lines. 6 sentences are included here. Thus, your personal response question, which carries 2 marks, should be answered in 5 to 6 sentences. Even for prose, please remember your answer should be concise, not very lengthy, because there are some examiners who will think that they write all that they know and we have to choose the answer from there. That should not be the case. So please remember that and be very systematic and very concise in writing your answers. Here I believe I have covered all types of questions in this lecture. Okay. Now I wish you all the best for the examination. This year I do not know when the examination will be held, but whenever it will be held, be well prepared, drive away all the tension of life and write it so well that it should be a thing of beauty, for a joy forever for the examiner, and it should be a satisfactory performance for all of you. I thank you very much for listening to me and giving me a good response. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being a part of School from Home. If you like this video, do share it with all your friends from 10th standard. Do stay tuned for more videos from this very series, as there will be videos of every subject every day from today onwards. If you wish to buy this book which ma'am mentioned, do contact us and let us know in the comment section below. We'll make sure that you get this book. If you wish to contact us and ma'am, our contact details are given in the description below. Do subscribe to our channel to watch more videos from this series, and don't forget to check out our interview series called Unwrapped. Thank you.